Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to our show. Hey, that's right. Tonight is all about the show. Um, and what we're doing, we're giving away something. Yep, we are definitely giving something away. You have to do a hashtag. Um, what is it? Hashtag AT160 or AX160.
AX160.
AX160 to be entered. And what are we giving away? Giving away the air pump that you guys saw in the video that came up beforehand. So if you go ahead and put a hashtag AX160 in the side chat, you'll be entered to win this free giveaway. That's right, free. I got this for free. I already have one. I did a review on it. So I'm definitely going to be giving this away. Okay. Lolly, you're in. Tweedle, you're in. Let's see. Travis, you're rolling throttle. Oh, Jesus. Everybody's coming in real quick with it. All right, give me a minute, guys. All right, so let's see. We got Travis.
We got
rolling throttle. And let's see, snake venom. I'm just abbreviating this, guys. Salty's in it. Okay. Dallas, Frogzilla.
Steve Turner.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? Frog. Big Mike. Let's see.
DDK did.
DDK.
You also have Tweedle that did.
I got.
No, you don't.
No, I don't have Tweedle in there. Okay. He's keeping me honest, guys. I know.
There was one more that you missed. What is that? It was like dark. Well, you got
Dark Souls.
And there was. Let me scroll. Let's see who else.
So. Oh. All right. We got Dark Souls in there.
There's one more. It was a bunch of initials.
Yeah. DDK. Steve Turner. I got to put Steve in there.
Why did I not have everybody?
Steve, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see.
Okay.
Let's see.
Getting all the comments.
We got Salty's in. Snake Venom's in. Rolling Throttle is in.
I'm not getting all the comments.
Travis. Are you checking on live chat or are you on?
I'm on the live chat.
Huh.
All right. And then wait a minute. So you have that.
Robert Pacuccio.
You got Lolly.
Yep. Jake.
Not on here. Lolly's not on there.
Lolly's not on there? Okay, Lolly. And then Jake. Let's see. And I think I caught up. I got Snake Venom in there. Let's see, Salty Badger. There we go. I got Steve, Frogzilla, Dallas, DDK.
Dark Souls.
Look at that. You know, you guys are so loving to one another. Dark Souls. It's a good thing I know better. Hey, Oakley, how you doing, man? Yep, that is Mrs. Dr. Harley. That is the woman behind me. And she looks behind me all the time going, oh, my God, I can't believe he's doing this again.
And usually hides from the camera.
Yeah, it hides. But, glad you're doing good. Bride the Biker. Or Bryke. I was watching a video earlier today. It was about a video 2 years old. You were called Bree, I think it was. That was kind of funny.
You're a cheese.
Oh, we'll go with that. He's cheese.
That's what Brie is. It's a cheese.
Oh, okay. So
he goes good with crackers.
So yeah. So okay, I think I'm caught up. Let's see. Roland can't wait. Yeah. So yeah, Let's see, XAN. He goes, I should be right after Tiger Reward. Yes, XAN, I do have you.
Mm-hmm.
I do have you. I have you there. I have you ready to go. I have everybody in. So I'm going to read off the names. And if I miss anybody, please let me know. I got Tiger Ward, XAN, Travis, Rolling, Snake Venom, Salty, Dallas, Frogzilla, Big Mike, DDK, Tweedle, Dark Soul, Steve Turner, Robert Bacuccio, Lolly, Jake, and Bry. Did I miss anybody?
Or free.
Oh, Bree. No, we're going to be done with that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's see. Jake says, Guide Service Dub V is fantastic. Absolutely. Brian goes, yeah, LOL. Hollywood is a funny guy. I thought it was funny. That was a good show. I enjoyed it, you know. Hey, Nori's in the house. You know,
This thing since
sliced bread. I don't know about that, but
sliced bread or baked bread.
So
freshly baked.
It might be. So, guys, that's what you want to use, the AX 160 with the hashtag to be entered in tonight's drawing. And if you don't know what it is, then it is a portable air pump that I received for free. And, you know, why not? Dark Soul. Hey, V Rider, what's up, man? So yeah, that's what's going on tonight. I put out the video today, the quick review of it. And my wife says, what are we going to do with two of them? I said, well, I'll give this one away. You know? And, you know, all I got to say is, guys, hashtag blame Tweedle 2024. It's all Tweedle's fault. Let's see. Nori says, his soul's back in corporate.
Sold his soul.
Sold to the corporate world. Oh, man. So, yeah. T-Tag Mike's baseball. Hey, I will say this. He held his own. He could hold his head high. So, apparently, somebody blocked Ray's Motor Life from my channel. I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to look and see if I could try and find it another day. So I don't like people blocking people. You know what I mean? Hey, right. Yep. You held your head high. Sasha, I'll say it. Yep. I'll say it here in the live. Sasha, which is Tweedle's bike, is
Chicken walk.
She's one bad girl. She's one bad girl. She got a spanking. Hey, Dave's here, man. How you doing, Dave? You don't want to miss out. Oh, nice. Glad to see that. You don't want to miss out on today's giveaway. You got to use the hashtag AX160 to be entered to win the free air pump that I'm giving away. It's brand new, only used twice on two tires on her Serial 1 bicycle. So, yeah. Let's see.
It has to be a moderator. Yeah.
To block someone. Yeah. So I don't know who it was, and it wasn't me. Maybe it was one of my moderators. I don't know.
Sasha is a drag queen.
Hey, Mr. Gene Kelly, how are you? You don't want to miss out on today's giveaway. Let me grab it one more time. It's the AX160 air pump. So if you want to be entered to win, all you have to do is type in hashtag AX160 in the side chat, and you get entered that way. So you don't want to miss out on that tonight. So let's see. It says, I need a bike. I need a bike pump. Hey. Yeah. Okay. So V Rider, put in hashtag AX160 to be entered in. Here's a chance to get one. And if you don't get one, guys, this one is like $49.99 on Amazon. So there are many options out there. Hey, Daniel, how are you, buddy? Long time no see. Good to see you back in the side chat. Hey, Corey. Give us fair.
Yeah, I haven't seen any more of those weird
Yeah.
bots, which is a good thing.
Yeah. So, Gene, make sure you enter in the side chat here. Hashtag AX160 to be entered in the win. So, that's what you want to do. So, if you want to try and win one, or you could buy one. That's up to you. I'd rather get as many people in here to try and win it, because you can't be in it unless you can't win it if you're not in it.
Breastises?
What about breastises?
That's what Dave said. He saw breastises.
Hey, nice. I like.
woman with big breastises.
I like breastises. Big breastises. Big breastises are always good.
In living color.
Yeah. Jake says that's the pound sign for you elders. Hey,
or the number sign.
Listen here, you young whippersnapper. I'm an elder and I know what it is.
You're not that old.
Hey, yeah. Hey, happy birthday, Corey. Let's all wish Corey a happy birthday. Even though he is a newlywed. He says he's been good, putting miles on the road. Nice. Loving the new bike and the setup. Excellent. I'm so happy for you.
I broke Tweedle.
A loss is a loss. Yeah. A loss is a loss. But a win is a win. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or you win by a mile. A win's a win. Okay, let's see.
Fun birthday or actual birthday?
V-Rodder is in. Nice. You don't want to miss out on this. Yep. Happy birthday. Look at everybody wishing you a happy birthday, Corey. Says, hey, nipples. Oh, man, you guys are funny.
Are they brodacious?
Let's see. He had to get married as twins on the way. What?
Are the twins Fook me and Fook you?
Oh, hey, those are no. Come on now.
I said Fook.
Yes. Don't talk about those twins.
Those are the Asian twins from Austin Powers.
Yes, you do need one. So go to leftlane.com and get one.
Did I get it yet?
So, yeah, another happy birthday to Corey. Look at that.
How about a happy anniversary?
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, hell, Sasha will be in the shop. Yeah, well, what else is new? Oh, Gene Kelly's in. Nice, Gene. Good for you. I hope this is always the hard part for me is I want everybody to win, but I only get one.
Corey has a lot of birthdays. They're his birthdays and his unbirthdays.
Yes. I'd hide too. Yeah. How many birthdays does Corey have? Hey, he's got every birthday.
It's his unbirthday.
It's his unbirthday.
Unbirthdays are fun.
So,
because you don't get older.
For all of you that ask, we're going to be filming a detailed video this week. It'll be Mrs. Dr. Harley doing all the detailing and explaining what she's doing. And I'm just going to be the camera guy. So we'll see how that works out. Hey, maybe I could talk her into doing a bikini.
I don't want to horrify the masses. What's wrong with you?
I wouldn't be horrified.
I'm horrified when I see you. No, I'm not in the shape for that. No. That's not happening.
Here's Corey. Turned 21 and got married in the same day.
Bikini. You better hire a body. I'm going to have a body double that day.
Yep. So you realize we're just over 3 weeks from leaving for Tennessee?
Yep. I need a promotion.
To APRN. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We could promote her to APRN. We could do that. Let's see. Nora will never be the slowest. Oh. Yeah. Oh man, you guys are funny. Let's see. Who's all going to homecoming this year? I'm not. I was there last year. I tell you, it's a great time. I had a phenomenal time. I definitely would do it again in the future. Probably the 125th. If we do go, I want to take a bike. because going to that in a cage really stinks. Really
It's a
stinks.
long ass ride.
Yes, it is. But yeah, I had a great time. Yes, Loretta Lynn's. We're headed out to Loretta Lynn's for the TMMR, which is the Tennessee Music Motorcycle Revival. I'm looking forward to that. We're flying out. We're going to be hanging out with Dallas and Penny for the whole week while we're out there, from Sunday to Sunday. And then, of course, starting on Thursday, we're going to head up to TMMR, and then we're going to hang out with a whole bunch of other people while we're there. I know Tweedle will be there. Jake won't be there because,
Slingshot. Are you crazy? That's a car.
You need a PPV race.
What's
a PPV? I don't know. Let's see. You can always rent a slingshot at homecoming.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like,
no, Jake, you're grounded for a month because of that comment. Yeah, Jake won't be there. Big Mike will be there. I'll be there. Oh, pay-per-view. Got it. Okay. PPV is pay-per-view. Dallas and Penny will definitely be there. DDK will be there. Tweedle will be there. Riding on Threes will be there. I believe 2 of Journey Junkies will be there. So you never know. Oh, a special race between Tweedle and Gliding on Twos next week. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm going to put my money on the bike that crosses the finish line first.
Should we ban him for that?
Nah. He's a young kid, made his mistakes in life. I feel sorry for him. He was in the Coast Guard, and Oh, X-Ann says he might be doing an overnighter to TMMR. 3.5 hour ride for me.
3.5 hour drive.
Nice.
Yeah, you just typed it quick. It's 3.5 hours.
Yep, right? Night before the Hootenanny. Yep, that'd be a good one. I can't wait for the Hootenanny as well. That's to benefit the graduating class from the high school, which is a great event. I've never been there before, but the fundraiser is a great fundraiser, and I can't wait to go out to the Hootenanny. Everybody talks about going to Tail of the Dragon, 311 turns and 11 miles. Let me tell you, that's for amateurs. That camera. Because they have a ride out there called the Hellbender, which is wrong way.
Actually, I have a map of all the cool little things.
Which is 1,300 turns and 130 miles. That's a ride. Let's see. I look forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to seeing you at Little Sturgis this year. Maybe check out. I'm not going to Little Sturgis.
What is Little Sturgis?
That's an event. I forget where it is, but I will not be at Little Sturgis. I'm going to be at TMMR. I'm going to be at the Hootenanny. I'm going to be at Gettysburg, and then after that in September we're going to be at Ocean City. I'm not going to be at Little Sturgis. Unfortunately, I won't be there. So, Gene, I'm sorry, I won't be there. Let's see.
Kentucky.
Yeah, I won't be.
Okay.
I won't be in Kentucky.
When do they do the Kentucky one?
I'm not sure when it is, but I won't be there, unfortunately.
I heard, there's some roads in Kentucky, apparently, according to that map, that are pretty twisty, too.
Yes.
Never been to Kentucky, but they probably have really good moonshine.
Sounds like fun with all. Yeah, I know. I can't wait, man.
There's a lot of awesome
1,300 turns and 130 miles. I can't wait. And I'm bringing Spaceballs, so I'm going to need at least one gas stop in the middle of that run.
Yeah, there's gas stops.
At the beginning of it, in the middle of it, and at the end of it. I'm getting about 120 miles. About 120 miles out of a tank of gas if I'm riding it conservatively, but if I ride it spiritedly, I'm actually getting less than 100 miles out of a tank of gas. So, all
Little
things being
Orleans.
equal, yep.
Oh no, Little Sturgis says Little Orleans, Maryland. Oh, okay.
No, I'm not going to be there either.
Beware the Appalachian Americans playing banjo. And if they say you got a purty mouth, run.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I won't be there. I'm sorry, Gene. I won't be there. I never said I was going. I said I would like to go one day.
There's so many ones that you could go to that you can't do them all.
No.
They'd never be able to do them all.
No, unless you're retired with a toy hauler and a infinite amount of money, which I don't fit in any of those categories.
No, no, not me.
Let's see. Okay, that's in July 18th to 21st. But if I was going to go out that way, I would definitely would want to be at the Spring Fling in Eureka Springs. That looks like a lot of fun. you'll, you'll need 10 tanks the way we write. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have a tanker following us. Got it.
Is it going to be one of those things instead of a plane mid-air tank, you'll have someone ride beside you and fill your tank as you're driving?
Yep.
That'd be cool.
And that's right. You never turn your back on family. Gigi's in Florida. Oh, really? Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Is that a turbo?
No, it's a 143 cubic inch motor.
I didn't think they made a 143.
Oh, yeah, but it's not Harley.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Gene Kelly's going to be in Ocean City.
Oh, cool.
Pickle shots at Pickle Pub. Absolutely.
Did you go to Beer to Clam?
If we could get in.
Yeah, gotta get early.
Yeah. So one of the things I already have an appointment for at Ocean City is I'm planning on getting the Sounds audio install on my Road Glide. If you guys haven't heard of Sounds yet, it is quite the sound system is 1,000-watt amp. That's right, 1,000-watt amp with a digital signal processor, and I'll have the 4 speakers, 2 in the fairing and 2 in the in the lids for the bags, and get rid of that Rockford Fosgate garbage.
Aliens can hear you now.
Nori and Tweedle full of crap. Okay. Oh, they're building blue spade killers. Well, I already did that. You know?
Bearded clam. Yep.
Yep.
It was packed to the gills when we
went. When we went last time, we couldn't even barely get in to get a t-shirt.
We like
never mind get something to drink.
You couldn't get to the bar. There was way too many people.
Yep. Mike got his in Daytona Sounds. It's clear. It's loud. Definitely you can hear him coming over his exhaust. That stereo system is loud, but the important thing, it's a clean, clear sound. And I have not heard any system sound that clean and that loud. And I've looked at them all because I just hate my Rockford Fosgate. And
it's not the same as the actual Rockford Fosgate.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only.
If
it was actually from them, it'd probably be different.
See, Nori says he's doing the upgrade himself. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't give out our intel. Let's see. He's leaving in the morning for Eureka Springs. It's good for you, XN. Yeah, you're going down to that big meet and greet there, and with Busted Knuckles and everybody else that's going to be down there. Have a lot of fun. I hope you have a great time. Ride safe. You know, always keep the shiny side up and rubber side down. You know. Hey, Mr. Gremlin's in the house. What's happening, Gremlin? So, yeah, that's what's going on over here. So, if you're just joining us, tonight we are giving away a portable air pump That's right. Portable air pump. I used it twice. I had to do a video on it. I got it for free. So I'm not going to keep it because I already have one. I figured I'd give this one away. Just put in hashtag AX160 in the side chat for you to be entered in. The only way you get entered in is to hashtag AX160. And oh yeah, if you want to win one, it's a good thing to have on a road trip. Just so everybody sees the size of it. Let's take it out. Now let's see. Claudia Tusa will be selling my ass off at the parts counter for DG upgrades. I thought that's why you went back to work. Giving away ass whoopings, and okay, we'll see about that, Mr. Hell's on two, or I'm sorry, Mr. Rolling Throttle. We'll see about that. I'm bringing the whatchamacallit, the bicycle. I'm going to bring the bicycle down, and I'll run you in that. So I don't know if you could handle that. Serial 1 bicycle. Definitely going to roll in that. So let's see. Daniel. Daniel, you are now. Oh, hold on. Of course, Mike, shots fired. We're always firing shots. Daniel, you are entered in, my friend. We got 20 entries. I'm gonna bag tag Spaceball. Well, good luck with that rolling throttle. I dropped everything here on the ground. Good luck with that. I hope it works out for you. Because who knows, Spaceball might not be going. You never know. Spaceball might not be going. I might have my new bike if I get one. Yep. It's Gremlin. It's hashtag AX 160 to enter. You just put a hashtag with the AX 160 in the side chat, and that gets you entered to win. Let's see. Where Dallas will be out. Yep, nice. So here's what it looks like, guys. This is it. It's the air pump. Okay, Gremlin, you're in, buddy. All right.
Hey, it's Professional Monkey.
Pro Monkey's in the house. What's happening, Monk? Good to see you. We're giving away this air pump tonight. Monk, if you want to be entered, because I know you probably have like 3 of these already. It's hashtag AX160. Full transparency. I got this for free to do a review and a video on, which I did. And I already have one, and I figured I'd give it away. There you go. Yeah. We call it the pound sign.
Or the number sign.
That's
even before the pound.
Yes. Monkey says those little pumps are a godsend. Yes. I go through them like crazy. Yes. So if you want one, Monk, you want to get a chance to win one, you got to put it in the hashtag AX160 and you'll be entered. Let's see. Yes, they are great to have.
Yes. They're helpful.
Yes.
Even for your car. Like I had an issue with a car tire.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Gene says, when you're in OC, do you go to? I don't know. No, we didn't go to Fishtails while we were down there.
Where was that? Is that on the boardwalk?
Is that on the boardwalk, or is that downtown, or is it outside of downtown? So I want to make sure.
We did go to a restaurant on the boardwalk. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, Gene, we will definitely connect before September, and let's exchange phone numbers so we could hook up, at least hang out or get a beer or something while we're down in Ocean City together.
Hey, it's Kazumoto.
Hey, Kazemoto's in the house. What's up, buddy? Long time no see. I know, because it's what, tomorrow morning for you guys. You know what time it is? It's tomorrow. I don't know if you guys saw that when Fluffy did that whole skit. Y'all know what time it is? It's tomorrow. If you were here yesterday, you could have gotten that room. Let's see.
Another iPhone one.
Yes.
The white iPhone.
Yeah.
I ain't that white iPhone.
Ain't like that white iPhone.
You better not pee on me.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to Loretta Lynn's. You know, it's going to be a good time out there. You know. Yes. Just so everybody knows, Professional Monkey, not only is he a badass welder, but he's a badass painter. And I don't know if you guys seen the videos, but he enjoyed the fumes in the garage.
Yes, I saw that one.
Yep, he enjoyed the fumes in the garage with that John Deere tractor paint. I have to pick on you, Monk. Sorry, buddy. You know?
That's okay. I smell airplane fuel all day where I work.
Drop the chop off for the seat pan. Nice. Nice. Hopefully you get yours back quicker than mine. I dropped mine off before Daytona and I haven't gotten it back yet.
He's slow, but he's good.
Yeah. So.
It's an awesome buzz. Is that like sniffing glue in elementary school?
Yes.
Oh, look, the glue with the white out.
Let's see.
Nails.
Is doing the spring. Oh, no kidding. I'm going to be working in the garage on Saturday and Sunday. I got a lot of work that I have to get done before Monday. So I'm going to be in the OR working. I got to finish up resurrecting a bike that's been sitting for a few years. I get a lot of those.
Not lately.
Got back tire. Well, I got one this year. That got dropped off yesterday on the trailer. I got a tire I got to do. I got to do an audio system on another bike. I have a 5K service coming in. I just have so much coming in.
You don't have one that's living there for a few months.
Yeah, true.
So far.
I mean, one with 18 years. I was impressed with Monkey's welding. Good job. Yeah, exactly. You know, any weld that doesn't fall apart is a good weld. Oh, nice. Monday after next, and take nice. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Hey, Greg, you don't want to miss out on tonight's giveaway. It's hashtag AX160. We're giving away a portable air pump, one that you could take with you. I premiered the video before the live tonight. The review of it. I think it works it actually works well. Works as advertised. It did the Serial 1 bicycle, so that was always good. Hey, Marvin the Martian's in the house too. How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, resurrections are fun.
Resurrections.
Yeah. I've resurrected quite a few bikes, Monk, that's been parked for multiple years. One bike I did a 3-part series of a video on. This poor guy got electrocuted from 480 volts. It was locked out, tagged out, and somebody removed it and turned the power on. He got electrocuted and he fell 12 feet to the ground. And it was the fall that literally saved his life.
Good night, Drew.
Good night, Drew.
Feel better.
So it was the fall that saved his life, and it took him about 3 years even think about getting his bike back together and back running, and we were able to do so. And I see him every year for an oil change, and he's riding it and he's having fun, and that's all that matters.
That was my resurrection detail.
Yes. Yeah, that was nasty. That had mold and mildew and
spiders.
Yes.
Cobwebs.
Yes, it had everything. Hey, Marvin the Martian is in. All right. Hey, Calfire.
Oh, Calfire, how you feeling?
Yeah, last time I saw you, you were a
Margarita.
Yeah.
I had some this past Sunday. Quite a few. My brother's a good margarita maker.
Yep. So Marvin the Martian, you are in. Let's see, rolling throttle.
Yeah, he's going
to. Feel better, Drew. We hope feel better.
My stomach ain't feeling so hot, but
Greg McBee is in. Awesome.
A wee bit inebriated.
Yes.
Just a wee bit.
So what we're going to do here, guys, pretty soon is we're going to open this up to an open mic night. So anybody who wants to pop on, maybe we could get Monkey to come on.
Oh God, I was just saying that to my light in my bathroom, Monk. The power of Christ compels you.
Yes.
And it worked. It stopped blinking.
So here it is. There's the link, guys. It's an open mic night. Come on. Let's talk about everything and anything under the sun. Am I gonna do the giveaway first? Yeah, probably after the first hour. We're gonna do it after 60 minutes. We're gonna give it away. This way everybody gets a chance to get in there and come on in. So there's the link. Just put in AX160 and you'll be entered. Good tool to have. Hopefully I don't need it you know what? Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, I always say. And that's my school of thought when I'm hitting the road, because I'm going to be hard, far from home.
Did you crawl to bed? She slithered.
Yeah.
She rode the dog.
Yep.
The big Marmaduke.
So come on, Monkey. Hop on. Your chopper's not there, so I know you're not working in the garage.
Just like
I know you probably got other things you're working on.
Oh my God.
After the third drive, can't confirm or deny the crawl. Well, all I gotta say, it was really.
You rode on the dog's back like it were a small horse.
Richard, you are exactly right. A small battery jump pack's good to have. I always carry one with me. So
it's even good to have with you in a car too, if you're in a cage for whatever reason.
Yeah. It's always good to have. Kind of like rain gear. Yeah, exactly. If you have it, you won't need it. And well, you know what? That's our school of thought too, a rain gear. But we needed it coming home from Gettysburg last year.
Yeah, we needed one of those bubbles.
We needed a submarine when we came home.
An inflatable boat.
Yeah.
The boat glide. There's a snow glide. Now they need a boat glide.
Yep.
Dogs, LOL.
That's what I call our horse.
Yeah, you could ride your small horse to bed.
So. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Hey, PA Biker, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, look, you're talking about milkshake. Here you go.
Yep. I'm bringing nobody. Hey, do that again.
And my boobs take up everything. I look bigger because of boobs.
Alice's milkshake. I like her milkshake.
I'm supposed to have a milkshake.
I like your milkshake. So,
although there's some dudes that are bigger than me.
So, PA, since you got here late, I'm giving away an air pump tonight. I sound like a broken record. Tire inflator, portable one. They're great to have. I'm giving this away tonight. all you have to do to enter is leave in the side chat hashtag AX160.
Okay, I'm sure, yeah. There.
So that goes for you too, Cal Fire, and anybody else. You know, we'll be doing this drawing in 20 minutes. So
It brings all the dogs in front of his bike.
yeah.
No, that's because of the beef jerky.
Yeah, I saw Bry tonight. Bry,
he was on.
He was in the side chat here. He was also on the premiere earlier.
Did he step off? I have no idea.
I have no idea. I'm sure Bry's still here.
Oh, he just probably has. He's watching the comments unfold like I am.
Yeah. Hey, Road Reality, how you doing?
Horn relocating.
Yeah.
You almost need a tractor trailer horn so they can see and so they can really hear you.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let's see. How many have y'all mounted the PV tuner? Oh, I've done it. They sell a mount on Amazon, DDK, but you don't have to leave it mounted to your bike. I had mine mounted. PA, it's hashtag AX160. You don't want to miss that. You just got the hashtag.
It's the meds kicking in.
Look at this. Monkey, everybody wants you to come on. So, oh, cool. Road Reality just got home. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Clockwork air deflectors. There you go. I can't wait for CDs. Yep. To the handlebars with the RAM setup. Yep. Yep. So, yeah. Looking forward to it. I also have work to do to my own bike. Got hand guards that I got to put on. I got the carbon fiber hand guards from Advan Black for Spaceball. I do want to order them for the Road Glide in the Evious Green Fade. So looking forward to ordering those and getting the ones on Spaceball. I got the turn signal inserts for Spaceball, but after much deliberation and deepened thought and meditations and all that other stuff, PA Biker, you're in. I decided not to use the turn signal inserts on Spaceball because all the forward lighting on that is yellow, and that won't do me any good.
You took out the G on there.
Yep. Yeah. I'm sorry. Thanks, honey. Wife's keeping me sober tonight, I guess.
You're sober. You're not even drinking.
No, I'm not really even drinking.
I am.
So
everything is hurting.
Robert Bevins is in. Nice. Mm-hmm. Good to see you, Robert. Thank you for stopping in. Hopefully you hang out. Hashtag Jax169.
Get the Sons of Anarchy version.
Yeah. So I decided not to put the turn signals and the handguards of Spaceball because it just wouldn't look right.
So they're going to stay black. Yeah,
they're going to stay the carbon fiber.
The black rubber. With
the black rubbers. Well, I'll probably take those out so I do get some airflow through there. I'm going to see. I'm going to try them both ways.
Depends on the weather if you want airflow.
But I want to get the Envious Green Fade ones for the Road Glide, and then I'll use those turn signal inserts on that. So, Big Mike's is good at what? I don't know. So, yeah, that's where we're at. About 16 minutes away from this giveaway. So, if anybody's curious, that is what you want to leave in the side chat, the hashtag AX160 to win. Let's see. I don't want to gush about my Road Glide, but I can't believe how nice. Well, you know what, Thaniel? Why don't you just pop on in here and tell us all about your Road Glide? How's that sound?
What year's your Road Glide?
He's got an older one. So, hey, what's up,
It's
Blue?
Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
It's Blue.
Oh, PA Biker was on his bike yesterday. Awesome.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, wait till I'll do a full suspension. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2012. Daniel, hop on, man. Here.
Okay, that's not bad now.
Daniel, hop on. Tell us all about your 2012 Road Glide, man. I want to hear all about it because you know what they say. No glide like a Road Glide. You know? Blue, why don't you hop on and tell us what's been going on with you? I mean, everybody's been missing you. I missed you. I know we've talked offline, but you know, why not? Road glides are, there you go. Road glides are for Americans.
And they go to Jersey too, right?
Yes. and they also go to Daytona for Bike Week and TMMR and Hootenanny. You know, that's where the Americans go to party.
There's a lot of places to go party.
Yeah. Road Glide, the Me Too bike. Yep. You know what's funny? The Street Glide was the Me Too bike. And then people realize the Road Glide is the best glide. Let's see. XN, you put miles on the new kit. Let's see. Blue, hop on, but not tad under the weather. Okay. Daniel, I hope you feel better soon, buddy. So next time we'll talk about your 2012 Road Glide. Next time, definitely. But that's a nice bougie trip we got coming up, going out to TMMR. I mean,
yeah, that'll be nice.
That nice and bougie kind of rally. We fly out, we fly back.
They're getting nice weather right now. I don't know what it'll be when we're down there, but right now it's fluctuating warm, then cool, then warming up again.
Yep.
Because Mother Nature is off her meds.
If you're not gliding, you're not riding. Yeah, that's a quote right from Traveling Tall. You know? Good question, Eva. I forgot about that. Whoa, I missed that one. Oh, about the new kit. Yeah. I didn't miss that one.
Okay, my brain doesn't.
He says a few getting better handles better after getting heat on the tires. Okay. That was like Street Glides more than new Road Glide. I haven't ridden the new Road Glide or the new Street Glide. I'd like to. I should take them out for a ride. The problem is my dealerships are having a hard time keeping them in stock.
Yeah. I do like that sparkly black. That is a nice, and the pearl white. That is. They do a very
on
nice color designs.
The CVOSTs. Yeah, I like them a lot. You know,
GDK rode a dinosaur. It was a brontosaurus named Dino.
His first motorcycle was a pterodactyl.
That's cool.
You know, I always get when it comes to weather. Yeah. But I've been riding back and forth to work just about every day. Dark Soul says his is still torn apart. Oh, that sucks. Guido says the Road Glide, they missed the mark. Yeah, Monkey says I haven't ridden either of the new ones. Bike frame is the same, just the look of the new. Yeah, but they also made them lighter too, Monk. So I want to see how much they handle better being lighter and how nimble they are being lighter. I really would like to see that.
That infotainment screen is off the hook. It's incredible.
But you remember the guys when we went to Milwaukee last year, what the guys at Sound said? They put one in right off the showroom floor.
$6,000.
$6,000.
Screw up that infotainment.
They were so
break it.
They were so nervous about cracking that infotainment screen because it was $6,000 to replace it.
I don't blame them. Watch in a few years, it'll be like 1,000 or 900.
The Flintstones was basically.
I saw that.
Oh my God! K was far behind.
The saber tooth was his pet.
Brendan's pet too. You
I
know?
like a pet saber too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me a street glide when I okay. Hey, Polo, how you doing? Polo, you don't want to miss out in 10 minutes. We're doing a giveaway for a portable tire inflator or air pump. You want to type into the side chat hashtag AX160 and you'll be automatically entered in. It's free, doesn't cost anything. So
And you get a nice portable air pump for cars, bicycles, and motorcycles.
there you go. Kelfire says if you're not running a Road King, you're not royalty.
Saw one coming by my job today. Big
Oh,
Road
wow.
King. Nice.
Damn, Kelfire just laid the law down. You know, look at gliding says all glides matter. There you
I'm
go.
not sure what I'll ride when I grow up. I want to ride a dragon.
I
I
think I,
want to
get
be
more
like
displayed
Daenerys.
for my Dakota Gate. Yeah.
I want a dragon. I'm just kidding.
Let's see. Tour glide till I die.
Well, yeah, those are great if you're traveling. You
All right,
need that.
Polo, you're close. It's AX, not 8X, but that's okay.
He typed it. Yeah, he probably typed it quick.
Yep, I'll still put you in close enough. Let's get you in here, Polo. Hey, Polo, how's Rhodey doing? I haven't seen him around in a while.
You have him as. Oh, it is Johan. Johan. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? Real quick.
Let's see. Group hug, yes. Let's see. So
Group hug.
I want an electric start coming from the chopper man himself. Let's see.
You know what we need for TMMR? Group moonshine.
Yes.
Group Jack Daniels is.
Hey, well, if we leave it up to Fat Glide,
is Fat Guy coming to TMMR?
Yes, he's going to be there with Kelpfire, and we're going to get rocked. He said he's bartending.
Bring a bottle of water so we don't. Or a Kelpfire and I could laugh and lean against a tree or two.
Oh, you haven't been riding since March? I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, weather?
Yeah. For an hour at Daytona, I was having issues with that. The electric starts for me. Yeah.
Oh, it's a Kickstarter.
Yep. Uh-oh. Here's the man, the myth, the legend.
He rode Dino. And
Dan the man, Levitan.
Hey,
I don't have to put up with this shit.
Tell him you have a pet cat that'll eat him.
Tell you what. Tell him, Dan. Tell him.
Hey, elder abuse is a real thing. Y'all need to quit that.
Sick him, Dan.
Jeez. I ain't that old.
Now, let me ask you. What was it? Was it hard to get the saddle on the pterodactyl?
No, actually, it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad.
No, you just got to whip them into shape.
You got to get the ones that breathe fire, like in Game of Thrones. So you could say one word and burn your enemies.
You see what Corey's writing?
Yeah, like I said, I don't have to put up with this elder abuse.
Yeah, these young whippersnappers who's gotten more birthdays than you've had your whole life.
Everybody has birthdays and on birthdays.
You know what I mean?
You might have a stroke. Only if you have a bad heart. If you don't,
look at hashtag elder abuse.
You can't be that old. Not at
wow.
all. You probably are age.
Sit down on your walker and tend to your fishing pole. Wow, Jake is.
Listen to this. Jeez.
Even Dallas says that's one angry old guy. So you going to TMMR?
I'm looking forward to TMMR.
I'm looking forward to meeting you finally.
TMMR was a good time last year. I think probably other than the concerts, the hill climb to me was I love that. That was cooler. That's cool as shit watching them hill climb, especially when the guy pulled up there.
Or it's stunt people for that.
Now you gotta have a special bike for that.
Oh, okay.
Even though somebody did it in a street glide last year.
There was a guy that went up it last year in a road glide.
Oh shit.
Pretty much stock. I mean, it did have knobby tires, and but he made it all the way to the top. I mean, parts was flying off of it, but he made it to the top.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. So
it was cool.
I've never seen a hill climb, and I'm looking forward to seeing it while we're out there. But
the hill
Bryce says
it had piss poured the rain all night the night before. And so, yeah, it was a bit muddy.
So Bryce says you have an OnlyFans page called Sexy Grandpa.
Well, he's my number one fan.
I think they call those donors, right?
Yeah.
I'm not touching that.
Jake says ARP has to give you a full payout since you outlived their policy.
The 25th anniversary of her 29th birthday.
Oh, even Monkey's like, so DDK's like Zaddy, my wife says. Wow, even Mrs. Monkey is
my
getting in
gosh.
on the
The
fact.
elder abuse is real, man. I'm telling you.
If they say you're 80 or 100 or whatever, you look pretty darn good for like 1,000 or 100 or whatever.
Well, I've been told my social security number starts with 1. I mean, it's just 0000001.
So it ends in 1 with a whole bunch of zeros in front.
Yeah. My birth certificate is recorded on cave walls.
No, cave paintings. Cave paintings are cool.
So
I've heard them all.
Come on.
hey, Friday got 2. Hey, Dom, how you doing? You know, I used to tell all my soldiers when they called me old man, I used to look at them and says, look, there's a reason why I'm old in a profession where men and women die young.
Oh my God, he changed Jesus' diaper.
Wow.
God.
Wow, that's Frogzilla.
Yeah.
Are you
Frog
reading
gives
the
me
meds?
shit
'Cause
too.
you're typing some really funky stuff. Look at that. The meds are strong with him.
Yeah. All right. PA wants to come on. Good.
PA, I want what you're having.
Yeah, no kidding.
My wrist and my back are killing me. That would work.
Grandma says back in his day, they lived 500 to 900 years in biblical times. Wow.
Well, Gremlin's
They had
right
that
there with me.
15 smash, 10 commandments.
So you got your stage 2 done
Yes, I did.
and you brought it to the dyno.
I did. That was the first dyno pull. It was really close to about where I expected it to be.
Great flood.
Now, I've not had it dyno tuned yet. This is just kind of a see where it's at right now with the Fuel Moto tune. The only thing I got on there right now is the Fuel Moto tune that they built for me.
Okay.
And,
yeah, the can tune.
Yeah. And the horsepower, when I first started this whole thing, at the end of the day, I wanted to have my horsepower, anything above 90 horsepower, and I'm going to be thrilled. And anything above 105 foot-pounds of torque, I was going to be thrilled.
Yep.
So this first dyno pull, let me see if I can read that there. My first dyno pull, I was at 86.75 horsepower, so right at 87 horsepower.
Yep.
And 106.27 foot-pounds of torque. So I've already made the torque number.
Brutal, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get it dyno tuned. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get it in. I'm going to get it done before TMMR. I don't know if it's going to happen before then, but I'm trying to get it in before then.
Well,
And,
here's a really good video opportunity for you. Just throw it out there. You got a tune or a dyno session of what the bike is like when with the CAN bus on it. So if you take that graph and then after the dyno tune, show the improvements, and hopefully it shows air fuel ratio on the bottom. If not, have them do a pull beforehand, before they do anything with the air fuel ratio, and then the final, they could put the two graphs together, and then you will be able to see on one piece of paper the difference between the CAN tune and a custom dyno tune.
Yeah, this one doesn't have the air fuel ratio.
So there's a good video opportunity for you.
And Tweedle is saying that their dyno was off.
It's a possibility. Well, they weren't.
hyped up.
They weren't tuning in SAE.
No, they were tuning. No, they were tuning. No, they were tuning in SAE.
Oh, okay.
And Betweel is saying that when he had his tune, it was in the standard. Which, like I told him, I thought SAE and standard was the same damn thing.
Yep. Well, it's drawing time, as Daniel pointed out.
Mhm.
But before I click the draw, I want to make sure I got everybody in here. So,
Dun, dun, dun.
got 26 entries. Tiger Ward, XAN, Travis, Rolling Throttle, Snake Venom, Salty, Dallas, Frog, Big Mike, DDK. I think that's you.
Yeah.
Tweedle, Dark Souls, Steve Turner, Robert Pacuccio, Lolly, Jake, Bry, V-Rodder, Gene Kelly, Daniel, Gremlin, Marvin the Martian, Greg McBee, PA Biker, Robert Bevins,
And Johan Polo.
and Polo. Did I miss anybody?
Hey, Dying Breed just joined. You may want to give him the opportunity to.
Yeah, hey, if Dying Breed, if you want, it's a free drawing. All you have to do is type in hashtag AX160 to win a free air pump. So there you go. Okay. Standard is what track you SAE is more normal. Yep.
Well, if you go by the standard, to that calculation, I think I was at around 100 horsepower with like 112 or 114 foot-pounds torque. I can't remember.
Gotcha.
Tweedle done the calculations on that, but all I'm going by is what their dyno sheet says.
Got you. Okay, so we'll have Dying Breed here.
Did you get Route
Oh,
32?
and we got Route 32.
Oh, two ups in.
Yep, we got to get 2 up Journey Junkies in there.
Mm-hmm.
Route 32. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going crazy on me right now. Give me a minute, guys. All right. 2 up Journey to Sam and Susan. A great couple. Congratulations to the
Yeah, I got to hang
newlyweds.
out with them this last weekend. Sam and Susan are they're a power couple.
They're awesome people.
Yeah,
Love them
they
to
are.
death. They put out some great content as well. But besides that, they're just outstanding people.
Hey, and
All right.
Nicolas Cage shows up to their wedding receptions. That's pretty cool.
Well, no, he's an ass.
It'll only be cool if he gave him a big wedding gift.
Yep.
Like
And
a
trust me,
Ferrari.
I've met Nicolas Cage before he was this famous, and he was an ass then, and he's an ass now.
He's a Coppola.
Yeah.
He's a pretentious. Yeah.
So
he's a Coppola.
I'm going to put this in here. Maybe Sam and Susan want to jump in, or anybody. Is Blue in? He didn't. Let's see, Tiger. He didn't put in the hashtag.
To a blue.
Yeah.
All right.
He didn't put the hashtag AX160. So, all right, we're gonna pull it. Ready? Good luck to everybody. I hope everybody wins, but you can't. But
Everybody wins. We all got a trophy.
all right, here we go. Well, I got to spin, right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. It's spinning.
And who's the winner tonight? Who's the winner?
Marvin.
Marvin the Martian. Congratulations. You are the winner of the new portable air pump. If I'm going to have to ask you to go ahead and hit me up with your address and Instagram, and I will get this mailed out to you ASAP. Congratulations. Mr. PA Biker, how you doing?
Good, buddy. I got some batteries for some reason.
What happened?
Good, I got. I don't know. I clicked on something and
What'd you do?
I'm trying to figure it out. Talk shop, not with you. I went to clip off of YouTube thing, so I didn't have backup. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I was hearing myself twice.
Oh, okay. But you said you had some bad news?
No, I got good news.
Okay, let's hear the good news.
On the bike, brother.
Nice.
I
Nice.
went to the doctor's yesterday, and we were talking, and I asked him. He asked me, he said, "What have you been doing?" I said, my exercises and cutting my lawn and stuff. And he said, "Well, that's good. How you feel?" I said, "I feel good." He said, "Well, you hurting?" I'm like, "I don't hurt. I just stiff." And I said, "I didn't hurt when I rode my lawnmower. So does that mean I can ride my bike?" And he said, "Well, I'm going to tell you what." He said, "I'm going to leave that up to your discretion." He said, "If you can push it out of your garage and you can put it in the garage and you don't hurt, go slow." So you know what I did as soon as I came home.
Yeah.
So I went for a ride.
Good for you.
He said not to do like a lot of miles right away, but little increments. So hopefully
Nice.
by the Gettysburg Bike Week, I'll be full to go.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that in July.
Yep.
Yes, me
Mr.
too.
Mr. Gremlin, how are you, sir?
I'm in here temporarily, just going through the motions.
Going through the motions. The man with the chroma beard that I know.
Yeah, I will admit that knife that I won down there in Daytona, I tend to find that I'm out of, even though I have a knife and sword collection, I'm wearing that knife a lot because it's small, it's effective, and it's just easy to work with in and out of the sheath.
Yep. And it's a nice looking knife.
I can't see it where I'm wearing it, but yeah, I agree.
Yep. So Gene Kelly wants to know what part of Pennsylvania in PA.
I am in Shippensburg.
Oh, nice. 701. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, he's in Shippensburg. He's going to be at Gettysburg again.
Where's that close to in PA?
It's close to. Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Carlisle?
Carlisle,
Okay.
close to Carlisle. It's like 20 minutes from Carlisle.
Okay, so you're in
Chambersburg,
right, Harrisonburg, up
Harrisburg.
going in that direction.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Well,
Okay.
Harrisburg's the other end. There's the other end.
Okay.
Carlisle, Newville, Shippensburg, Chambersburg.
Yeah, I've done a lot of work in Paoli, Scranton, places
that's
like
not-
that.
Yeah,
Downtown.
that's way out from me.
Yeah.
Carlisle still have those antique car shows and sales?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah. Carlisle's.
They did away with the bike show though. They used to have the big bike show there, and they did away with that about a year before I moved here. They tried it one more year, and it went to shit.
Oh.
Hmm.
That stinks.
Yeah, Carlisle will always be known for cars. Seems
Oh,
like.
Well, it's Carlisle.
Yeah, right. Well, true.
So
Never
I
thought
got
of
a
it like
question
that.
for Dan. You've had the Advan Black body kit for a heartbeat now, right?
Almost a year. Yep.
How is it holding up, and how are you liking it?
Well, it took a really long time to get used to that stretch tank. In fact, if I had to do all over again, I probably would not have done the stretch tank. But, hey, once you sink that kind of money into it, you ain't going to leave it sitting in a box.
No.
So it took some getting used to with that stretch tank. But other than that, the stretch tank looks awesome. I love the look. I just didn't like how it set me on the bike. Like I said,
Gotcha.
it took some getting used to. The Dominator rear fender, to me, is one of the sexiest fenders you can put on one. I love that Dominator rear fender. Of course, in the stretch bags, once again, love that look. Stretch side panels. I mean, it all looks good. Of course, the disadvantage of having a stretch side panel is you no longer have bag guards. So if you drop a bike, you've just killed your Advan Black parts.
Yeah. Yep. Dan, Tiger says, next year, will you please a set of cartridges in my front forks when I get them? Wants to know if you'll install them.
You have a Softail, don't you, Tiger? Ain't that what you're riding? Is a Softail?
I think so.
Does of course Jake's might still be on here. I don't know that they make the cartridges of Softails, do they?
I know for baggers, and I think for Sportsters, I know they're working on the Softail suspension for the newer Softails. I don't know about the older Softails.
Tweedle, leave that remark up. I'm sorry. Big wheel baggers are for douchebags. I said it. I'm leaving it there.
All right. Hey, good night, Dom. So, yeah. He's got a Dyna Lowrider. So, I don't know if they have them. I mean, it says they're 49 millimeter, but the length of them would be different for a bagger than for yours.
Yeah.
Say hi.
But hey, I tell you what, Tiger, if they come up with some cartridges that fit your bike, by all means, man, you're welcome to come to the house. We'll pull that thing apart and get Tweedle down here and whoever else wants to show up and hang out in the garage and have another good time.
2-Up Journey.
So 2-Up Journey Junk is going to Atlanta to watch King of the Baggers. That's awesome. So who does everybody think they're going to root for? Kyle Wyman, the GOAT?
Of course.
You know.
Hey, Salty, send me a link to what you're describing right there, because I've not seen any guard protectors this if you have stretch side panels.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for stretch side panels either. So that would be interesting to see. Because I have the Sorrento bag guards on my bike, and I love them. I think they're great. Hopefully never have to use them, but, they're there.
Well, Dallas, you never know when Drunk Dan may appear.
See, Tweedle's just trying to get a rise out of you because we all know that's what he wants to do. He wants to do a 30-inch fat front tire.
Okay.
Who wants to?
Tweedle.
Yep. Yeah, Tweedle can handle that. The 30-inch front tire for Dallas would be taller than Dallas. So.
And wants to know, will Drunk Dan appear in the garage?
That's what he said.
All right. Yeah. I'm the only right H2. No, you're not. I beg to differ with that one there, Mr. Tweedle. But, yeah, I mean, it's one of the easiest suspensions to install. It's a lot easier than Olin's front suspension, I can tell you that.
Well, the cartridges are the way to go.
Yeah. And Olin's is not the fronts are not a cartridge. There was when I did that front suspension, there was a whole lot of swearing. A whole lot. Almost
what do you guys call a
Almost.
cartridge? On a front end, what do you guys call a cartridge? I mean, normally, I'm old school, so it's just a spring and a piece of metal down in there, pretty much.
Well,
the newer suspension. Please step into the 21st century, Gremlin.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
The cartridges have a gas chamber in them, and then there's an oil chamber, and it's literally one piece that slides through the fork tube that comes through, comes to the bottom of the fork leg. It's not multiple pieces like you and I are used to from back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, you drop all them guts out of those forks, and this replaces everything. Just a cartridge, slide it in. You still put your screw down at the bottom, hold the cartridge in place, and then just put your fork seal back in. Yeah, it replaces all the other.
Well, when you put the Olins together, they give you a rod that you got to thread into the center, and then once you put the oil in, you're gonna have to pump it to get it to the bottom multiple times. It's a whole process. They give you 2 spacers, and I think it's the thinner spacer you need for the bagger, if my memory serves me correctly. You really have to assemble that whole fork assembly before you put the top on it. It's a lot of work.
Is there a pressurization process involved at all?
No,
Not with a
not
car.
at all, because the cartridges come pre-pressurized and everything with nitrogen, but the old ones there isn't. You don't have a nitrogen section.
You do have to pump them up a little bit before you put everything together. Yeah,
Right,
just for the
right.
oil. For the oil.
Now you still need your tools for your seals and that kind of stuff, right?
Seal driver, yeah.
Absolutely, you can
Yeah.
get away without doing it if you push your fork tube all the way down into the leg to hold that centering cap. But I'm sitting there going, you got the fork apart. You know, it's at that point, it's one snap ring, and then you slide the two apart, change the seal. While you're there, change the bushings. I think they're like $25 per leg. You get the seal, you get the bushings, you get the bottom bolt with the new crush washer. And that's all you're going to use. So
Yeah, I'm used to seeing some of those bottom legs. They've got the actual cutouts to where these things will seat down in there with that. It's just a matter of you properly getting them lined up.
Yep. So,
Okay.
Monkey, when you go do your Olins in the front on your ST, I gave you my phone number. If you are stuck, please give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help you if you need it. They are not very user friendly. As a matter of fact, when you read the instructions, they tell you to have them done by an authorized Olins installer.
Gentlemen, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me shut
So-
my cable off here.
When you do, Monkey, feel free to give me a call. More than happy to help you out. I mean, they are not for the faint of heart, and there will be some cursing
Come on up.
and some swearing. And if you call me when you get frustrated, we could limit that stuff. Hey, Jamin, how you doing? Instructions. You're going to want to read these instructions because you can install these wrong.
You got it.
And even though I
trying
know,
to get-
it's not your bike, but
I'm trying to get Monkey to put an old foot dimmer switch out on the highway peg and run that extra wire off his light down to there for his high-low beam. So, when he's riding, he can just hit that while he's on the highway peg.
like you used to have on the old cars, the high beam switch on the floor.
That would
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
be pretty cool.
You actually put that. You actually take one out of a truck like that or a car, and that's what you do. I've done it on friends paying shovels and stuff back in yesterday.
Well, Jam, I hope you feel better. Maybe that explains why you guys weren't live tonight. I was looking for it, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't do well with the heat too.
That's what I want. Ugly shit and more wires.
But it makes them
No
unique
wires.
looking.
It's the same wire that comes off the headlight.
He's got one wire coming out of his headlight.
He's got 3 wires coming out of his headlight.
He's got one.
No, I've seen the picture. It looked like he had 3. One is for power, one's going to be low beam power, and the other one's going to be his high beam, right?
He's got a 3-way switch on the side of his headlight. That's low beam, high beam, and off.
Oh, the switch itself. Okay, well, disconnect the one from the switch and just run the wire down the frame and over out to the highway peg.
See?
It's not,
He even
it's
says
not
one
rock.
wire.
Yeah, it's not. It's still. I mean, it's not rocket
I watched
science.
that video. That's a pretty ingenious idea, well thought out, because you take your ground and go to your headlight bucket.
Right.
Your high beams goes to one side, your low beam goes to the other, and the power goes to the center.
Right. Well, just take that high beam, splice it, and run that down. It's not that hard. I mean, it is a good system. I saw the video and everything, and I've never seen anybody run it like that. But still, it's it's a pretty simplistic electrical situation.
Yeah, I like it. I thought it was pretty slick.
Right. And I would go back to, like, if I was building choppers, which I've built 3 of them already, and I would still use the old circuit breakers, or whatever they wanted to call them. Some people call them
Relays.
relays, whatever, the relays or the
Well, the
circuit
relay and a
breakers.
breaker are two different things.
I know, but depending on who you talk to, you got a different reaction for those 3 or 4 that were right under your seat on the old shovel heads.
Yep.
And it just depends on who you talk to.
Yep.
I mean, we all knew what they really did. So
Yep. Like you there'll be a breaker. You have a main breaker, then you'll have a breaker for your starting circuit. You'll have a breaker for your main circuit. You'll have a breaker for your headlight circuit,
but
and
that's
your
what
brake
you tapped
lights will
off
have.
of. Those circuits are what you tapped off of in order to get anything extra you wanted.
Yep. So
You come off the main.
yep. When I get to wire my chopper, I'm going to try and go as minimalistic as possible. So, unfortunately, there's going to be a wire going from the starter to the battery.
My goodness.
Battery to ground. And then, as minimal wires as possible.
Right.
Well,
I've been circulating a lot of some of these little tricks. I'm telling you, if you run a 14 gauge wire or a mount, and this works in any kind of scenario, but if you go get you a vacuum line that fit, because you can get different sizes, you get one that fit like a 14 gauge wire, and you run that from point A to point B, especially like if you're doing points up to your coils or anywhere that's going to be exposed, like let's say an early model chopper Sportster, you still need to get your wires up, back, and to the back bike. Okay, a lot of them come through the adjustment side, and then they'll run them up the sissy bar. Okay, well, what are you going to do about these crimps and these areas? I run the wire through the vacuum line so that when rocks hit it, it bounces. You can use your black nylon ties to tie it off that way, the same way as you would any other wire, but at least it's protected. I've got guys that back in the day, when you used to be able to get that kind of like bubble rubber stuff on the bottom panels of cars, right? To cut for rocks and stuff. I've had guys try to use that on the bottom of their frames before painting it. Because back then we didn't have Rhino liner. We didn't have, a lot of stuff that's available nowadays. All this chemical stuff. We either painted it, chromed it, or you did whatever you did with it, and it's come a long way, but still, some of the stuff I've seen, I know there's just certain things, little tricks that I know that have really worked. Like for your spades, when you're doing a chopper, one of the first things on the electrical you need to think about is testing points. Think about that when you're designing your electrical systems, because you need to be able to test quickly, especially if you're on the side of the road. You want to set it up to where you can test your headlight, find out what's going on, test your battery, test different lights, and be able to check those things quickly on the side of the road. Not wait till you get somewhere and then you have to dismantle all the stuff. Make certain setups. Doc, I know that anybody who's built bikes knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. And what I like to do on all the eyelets is even though if they have like that plastic protective shield, right? I'll crimp them and then I'll solder them, and then I'll put heat shrink almost right up to the eyelet, where the screw doesn't get, blocked by it, but have enough heat shrink that covers both sides of the crimp section that's crimped and soldered. This way you're guaranteed a good positive connection, and one that's not
Mhm.
loose.
Well, I also like those. I think Monkey did that on a video, but I also do like those little solder setups that you can buy the kits for, or
Mhm.
you buy the whole with X amount of however they have it, and it's got a little solder setup. That's just an advanced version of stuff they've had for years, but
Yeah.
technology's just gotten better.
Oh, absolutely. And
So
there's nothing wrong with using newer, better technology on an old school build.
I agree.
You know,
I actually from telecommunications, I've actually got a crimper that's set up for like spades and stuff like that, or let's say battery cables, like to your bike. I've got special stuff that's set up for that to where it'll put a crimp on that. You're not using pliers. You're not using
right.
whatever to crimp these things. These things are calibrated. They're expensive piece. They're a very expensive piece of equipment,
Yeah. For
and
like
I love it.
4-gauge wire, I have a crimper for them that's basically uh, a point that you take your hammer and knock it down to crimp it.
Oh, really? Mine, I've just got adjustment on the front to where I can go blue, yellow, red, the different gauge colors, and just set it up that way.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't understand how useful a good shrink wrap and things like that. If you feel a shrink wrap and it feels like plastic, throw it away. If it feels like rubber, then you've got something.
Yeah.
It's just in the world that I grew up in with electronics and electrical, you just learn these things, and
Well,
there's
back
little
then, didn't
tricks.
they have aluminum wire?
Well, I wasn't. No, I'm not as old as Dan. Yeah, they
Wow.
did, but I had to throw that in there. Sorry, Dan. But no, they in the houses more so. In some of the older homes, they did, but they
Right.
had to change those out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what a lot of people don't understand is on braided wire, the electricity doesn't run through the wire. It runs on the outside of it.
On the outside.
Right. And that's why the braided works better. And I'm used to like 800 amp DC, 500 MCM kind of stuff, serious stuff that'll throw you into something. You look like a lizard out there on the back porch, stuck on something. It doesn't blow you off like AC. I mean, a milliamp will kill you. We're talking 800 amps now. Think about what that does. You can be in a place. There's a site that I've been to, not too far from the Pentagon, that everybody's hair standing up on end. All your arms and stuff. You got to scream because you can't hear because of the humming. Young guys are freaking out because the EMF from there. They think the place is haunted. All that silly stuff.
Cool. Huh?
Man, those hub sites is my daily existence
Really?
Right in this
every
monster.
day.
So everybody wants to hear from you, Dan. They're like, they're waving at you. They're saying,
Well,
wave at the
look,
camera.
something when you've hung around with Gremlin long enough, that once he starts talking, you just got to sit back and listen. He's a man of
I'm
few
sorry.
words.
You need me to get off here so you can talk.
He is a man of few words, and when he starts, don't stop him.
Oh, you guys had a lot of wind. If you
I
had
tell you,
trees and
the past 2 years hanging out with Gremlin in Daytona, it was phenomenal. I had a great time.
Gremlin is a lot
Gremlin.
of fun to hang out with.
Oh, yeah.
I
And
enjoyed
he's a bad influence. Every time I turn around, he was handing me a shot and a beer.
do you want another drink?
Hey, I was
Absolutely.
going to say the same thing about you, Doc.
Right.
Hey, we're just a bad influence on each other, and that's okay.
Well,
We had a
I can
great
live with
time.
that. I can live with
We
that.
till I come along.
Dan, I wish you came down to Daytona. You would have had a great time too.
We actually were across the street from each other in Tennessee.
Yeah.
He was pretty quiet, but he was chaperoned. I'm
Well,
gonna catch you.
from
Well, I
what I
just want to catch
understand,
you without his wife.
Dan wasn't feeling any pain on his birthday.
Dan felt pretty good.
I bet you didn't feel so good the next morning though.
No, I don't get hangovers, man.
Oh, okay. Was
I
the
mean,
room
seriously, I
spinning
don't.
when you were laying down in bed?
I've never really had issues with hangovers, and that's what they were all saying. And when we were down at Tennessee at Henry Horton that first night when we had the bonfire going over where our cabin was, shit, I was just a wee bit inebriated that night.
There
Few of
was
us were,
one
right.
morning in Daytona, one morning where I woke up. It was Wednesday night. I woke up Thursday morning. I made a cup of coffee. The smell of coffee made me nauseous, so I went outside. The guy who was right in front of our RV, he was out there clipping his nails, and it sounded like somebody was just beating me in the head with a hammer. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go lay back down for 2 hours. I laid back down for 2 hours. I came out of there about 10 o'clock in the morning. I said, all right, let's go. I'm ready.
Now, when we a couple of years ago, we were at VAM. It's where I actually met Dallas and Penny and Drew and Sandman and NC Crimson Bill. That's where I met them up at VAM. And
All good
me and
people.
Sandman and Bill literally drank all night long and watched the sun start to come up. And we were supposed to go riding in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
didn't happen.
I spent the night drinking with MC Crimson Glide.
Meanwhile, Dallas, as soon as the sun went down, he was in bed.
Well, was that Dallas or Penny?
No, it was Dallas. He had to get his beauty
Oh,
sleep.
okay, good. It seemed like down in Daytona, or Tennessee, Penny was saying, "Come on, time to go."
Yeah. So Dallas says you're selling wisdom at TMMR for $5 per person.
I could make some money that way.
Yeah, you said, and
Hey,
for $10 you get picks with you.
Hey, motorcycle parts are not cheap.
Nope. You know, and then you got your OnlyFans page, Sexy Grandpa.
Pimp yourself out to all those old women with the money.
Well, my wife tells me that I'm cougar bait.
Hey, don't judge the man. Motorcycle parts aren't cheap.
You got that right.
He's got a dyno tune he's got to pay for.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you
I'm about ready.
that was something that I was a nervous wreck. When they pulled that bike in there, and I'm sitting there looking through that window, I'm like, "Oh, please don't blow up."
Yep, they're sitting there going, and then when you hear them bring it up to like the rev limiter for the first time, your heart sinks.
Oh yeah. I was waiting for parts to come flying out the side of it.
Wow. Even behind Rudy Furious says, look, it's amazing Dan with his Alzheimer's, he remembers all this.
You know what's so great about the whole thing is half these people give me shit are older than I am.
Yeah. This is elder abuse.
There's one of them right there.
Yeah. So tell them, respect my authority.
But hey, I roll with it. It's a lot of fun. I've been one of them always. Like I tell everybody, if you get something on me, you better ride it hard, because if I get something on you, I'm going to do the same thing.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, I'm going to sign off here, and I'm going to just sit in the side chat, give you guys a chance to talk.
All right, Mr. Gremlin Man, it's good to see you again, brother.
All right, well, you got to peace out.
Are you going to TMMR?
No, I'm thinking about hitting Myrtle Beach maybe, or Panama City. I'm trying to sort of stay in close. I'm trying to save a little bit of money up because of some of the stuff I want to do to the bike.
Understandable.
I need to get a dyno on mine because my tuner got me close on the stage 2, but it's not where it needs to be.
Yeah,
And I might need to get some new lifters because even though I had new lifters with the ones I bought, I'm hearing them clacking and they're not pressurizing properly. So I may just change those out and just buy another one, send them back, work with the company or whatever. And
what lifters did you go with?
I'd have to go look them up.
Did you get
Doc,
the
you
Woods
remember?
Nightcrawlers?
Yeah, the Nightcrawlers. S&S. Were they
S&S or what?
Nightcrawlers? No. I think they were Woods.
That's
I know
what I
that.
put in mine.
I've never
Well,
had a problem with my Woods.
Well, I mean, you can have one problem with one of them, I guess. Sometimes
Yeah.
machining and whatnot, but
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is. So, of course, it's like headlights. I'm going to change them all out and not worry about it and deal with the company as a whole.
Did you do the stage 2?
No, a mechanic that I know that is affiliated with another group did it for me.
I'm just curious, did he get the holes right in the right direction on the lifters?
That's one of the things I asked him, and he said that he double checked. And then when I took it back to him, I asked him again, and he checked it again, and he said they look great, as far as that. So, I don't know if they're moving on him, which they shouldn't. I've never heard of that, but
The only way they can move is if you didn't put the little retaining rod back in there.
Exactly. Right. So these are some little things that I'm going through. I've had my engine light come on a couple times, but it seems like it's very intermittent. Now, before Daytona, I went ahead and changed out my O2 sensors after I did the stage 2 because of the fact that it just was acting up, and I could tell it was O2. I just didn't know which one, so I changed both of them out because they had them at the auto shop, and they're not that expensive.
I ain't having any so far. Knock on wood. I've not had any weird issues with mine.
I haven't had any problems with the Woods lifters of all the sets that I've installed.
Now I reused the factory push rods because I went in. I actually went through the rocker boxes, so I'm not using adjustables.
Right, you went with a bolt-in cam.
Right. Well, I didn't go top end at all. So.
Well, there was a couple of things I wanted to do to the top. Up there. I wanted to install the rocker lockers, and so you get rid of a little bit of that tick,
right,
that you get on those twin cams. And
I thought you put those rocker lockers in.
I did, yes. Yeah. That's the reason why I wanted to go pull the rocker box cover, because I wanted to install those, and I wanted to change out the rocker box breathers, because the bike was at 39,000. So I figured, hey, it's a good time to change those. And so that's the reason why I went in, and so I just reused, because it is a bolt-in cam. Nothing changed. It was a straight bolt-in cams.
Yep.
So I just reused the factory push rods. I've got a set. Matter of fact, my kit came with a set of adjustable push rods. I still got them, but
gentlemen, I gotta go.
See you, PA.
All right.
Take care, Keith. Have a good one, buddy.
Yep.
Thanks for stopping in.
Always.
Explain the lock-in lifter part, because I know lifters and I know the springs and the.
No, you're talking about the rocker lockers.
What the rocker locker? What is locking what?
It's basically a shim.
Okay.
Where your rocker assembly is, the bolts where it goes down, the bolts go through there. When it comes from the factory, they made too much slack in there.
Okay, so it slaps.
Well, what this bushing does is it fills that gap up to where you don't get that slap. That's where that twin cam tick, when you hear that little tick on the top
Yeah,
end.
I hear that because I've got a twin cam myself.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. It's just an annoying thing. I just like, hey, while I'm doing this, man, if I can get rid of that tick, I'm going
Might
to.
as well.
Yeah,
Well, if I go top end, that's something I'll look into.
yeah. It's
Yep.
I tell you what, Gremlin, I can't remember who it is, but I'll send you the link to the rocker lockers. And you can look. They're only, man, they're cheap. They're like $40 or something for the
Yeah,
set.
you spend more money on gaskets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I think Dallas has my number, and so does Tweedle probably, and I know Doc has it and stuff. So, get my phone number from him, give me a holler, something like that.
Yeah,
You want me to give him the 900 number so he can make a couple bucks?
Hey, hold on, let me get
Hey,
a
parts
new
are
wardrobe.
expensive.
I need a new wardrobe for that one.
Yeah, because Gremlin used to be part of the Psychic Friends Network.
Psychedelic
So he still has
Friends,
his.
Psychedelic Friends Network. Get it right.
That's right. He still has his 900 number. Why not?
I
One
see.
900. Call Gremlin.
I see colors. I don't
That's
see
it.
dead people. I see colors.
Smell color.
I smell colors.
Well,
Tell you.
that's called scratch. Isn't that called scratch and sniff or something?
Hey,
Depending on what you're taking.
Hello, shocker.
Did you highlight Salty's comment to Gremlin there?
I can't see that where
It says
on
check
the
your
phone.
lifter guides. A failed guide will let it twist a bit and it will collapse.
Yeah, well, I mean, the guides themselves, that's something you look at bikes or cars. It's just the guides can wear out just because of the the work, the way it's doing its thing, and it wears out some, and then you start getting a different kind of slap, I guess would be the best way to put it.
That's
and
why when I'm doing a true performance build, I'll measure the lifter guides and custom order the lifters in diameter for that guide. So you have one less point of failure. And sometimes you're a tenth of a thousandth or 1,000ths off,
makes that much of a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How to
Mel, I'm gonna kidnap your husband. I'm gonna pay for his ticket down here. He's gonna do some mechanical work, and I'll send him back when I'm finished with it.
You're bringing me down to Georgia. I don't know. I might not come back.
I'll head to the battlefields.
Hey, if
You know that song, "The
humidity
Devil
hits-
Went Down to Georgia"?
I'll go to Savannah.
I'll be the devil
Are you?
coming to Georgia.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you get down to Savannah, give me a holler, because I'm only 70 miles south, because that's the closest Harley shop. I mean, I'd rather go to Savannah than towards Jacksonville as far as going to different cities from where I'm from.
My friends wanted to do a girls' long weekend to Savannah. I'm like, that'd be cool.
Oh,
It's
Savannah's cool.
I'm up for that. I'm up for that.
do it. Hey, I can do a everybody weekend.
I'll wear clean socks too. I'll dress to impress.
Tell you what, we'll just jump
You
on the
have
road and take a
socks?
ride down.
I didn't think you had socks.
I don't, but I'll go buy some at
Well-
Hollywood.
They started out as socks, but the toes worn through, so now they're just leg warmers.
They're ticklers. Hey, look, man. At our age, we've worked hard at being perverted, so we've kind of it's not like we were born this way. So a little
Yep.
credit.
Well,
credit.
I used to tell her all the time when I had a convertible. It wasn't a convertible when I was in it. It's called a pervertible.
Good
Hey,
one.
if you leave a little bit of innuendo, you could bust through like the damn Kool-Aid man.
I mean, you get this
Oh
much
yeah.
this much manliness and sexiness in a convertible. I mean, it just turns into a pervertible.
Well, somebody asked me about my beard the other day when I was out and about, and I said, "Well, sometimes you got to hide that just the beauty of it. You just can't just freak people out with being you. You know, you got
So
to
that's
hide
where
that.
the third fist is.
Well, Hardwire, if you can get to Tennessee to the Hootenanny, I'd love to hook up with you, have a beer, sit back and relax, and have a good time.
Hootenanny's in West Virginia.
I'm sorry, West Virginia, Hootenanny, or TMMR in
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Thank you. We could sit back, and I'm going to be in Gettysburg and
In July.
and I have no plans for Ohio this year. Next year, the only thing I have planned is a trip to LAX to California.
Hey, I've never been that far west. Furthest west I've been is Texas.
Yep.
With the 7 grills.
California would be a whole different experience. I lived in Monterey for 3 years, and I lived in California or in Hawaii for 3 years. And I've got relatives, and I've got family in Texas, in San Antonio. So, I mean, if you get to any of those places, you let me know. I can help you out.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
look,
the one that had 2 drinks, and I could keep him straight.
I've got so many different family members all over the country, and I'm the patriarch. If it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't be able to keep up with any of them.
That's what I have a lot of my relatives on Facebook, just to see who's doing what and where.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm the one that they're all coming to for different things. So, I got to be accessible.
Stories.
See, Oakley, I understand, but that's the closest airport to where I'm going. I'm actually going to be going out, hanging out with Mike Ball and hanging out with Alan and his whole Advan Black team. And that's on the calendar for next year.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Mike, I like Mike, and Alan's just down to earth.
Absolutely.
From what I've
Some
seen.
of the coolest cats I've ever met,
Yeah, they're very casual people. Mike's just very knowledgeable in what he does. And then, of course, Alan's knowledgeable in what he does. So,
yes.
I mean, you're going to get hit with, I mean, how do you stop from asking questions? I don't know. Maybe I'm too OCD, but I would have so many questions for these people that it'd be unreal.
Well, I've already asked all my questions to Alan. We spent a lot of time together this year in Daytona. At Destination Daytona, we hung out a little bit. At his booth at the Raceway, we hung out quite a bit. So, I had a lot of one-on-one time with Alan, which was awesome. And with Mike Ball, I've had a lot of off the air conversations with him, and we've talked quite a bit, and we're really just looking forward to hanging out and having a good time.
Well, I've caught him not only on, I think it was with you a couple times, but I've seen him with Black Dragon enough times to know that I like the way he approaches certain subjects.
Yep.
And sometimes Black Dragon, I like the way he approaches a lot of things, but they can have their differences too. But I think that's okay. I think that was on the last thing he was talking about those two, but they're still friends at the end of the day.
Yep.
How do you have a discussion if everybody, agrees with each other?
Yeah. So I'm going to answer Travis's question. Travis, when you adjust your clutch, you take all the adjustment out of your cable. So your lever is kind of sloppy.
Grab another water.
At your clutch, you loosen the jam nut, you run the center screw in as far as it could go, then you bring it out a quarter to half turn and then lock it down. I do mine different because of the way I like it. I don't back it off a quarter, maybe an eighth to quarter turn, or I just leave it as when I feel friction. And that's not highly recommended. But the proper way to do it is bring it until it's tight, not tight, but till it bottoms out, and then bring it off a half turn and then lock that jam nut down, and then you take up the slack in your cable. And that's a properly adjusted clutch cable.
Yeah, that totally don't work on my bike.
With new clutch plates or generally?
Or in general.
Okay.
And it's been like that since, God, as far as I can remember.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I was asking because I remember, back even with the shovel heads, you pretty much that was the same scenario, but you always,
And the
with
panhead.
shovel heads, it was the clutch bearing that you really wanted to pay attention to more other than the pads,
Yep.
because it seemed to go more on the shovel heads than certain other bikes.
Later, Greg.
Good night, Greg. At
Later.
Hardwire, yeah, Mike Ball is a stand-up dude. Like I said, I have many conversations with him off the air. I think he's a great dude. And his lifestyle, he has been brought up right. He's an old soul in a young body. That's the best way as I could describe Mike Ball. He's got an old soul. He's old school, and a young man. So I really respect him, and I can't wait to hang out with him next year.
Have
Let's
you
see.
actually met him in person yet?
No, I have not. He's all the way out on the West Coast. Yeah, it doesn't matter which clutch pack you have in your stock basket. That's just the proper way of doing it.
Hey,
Let's see,
hey,
so-
John. I don't know about your muffler bearings, but definitely use the AMSOIL for your bleaker fluid.
Yes, and the AMSOIL summer air in your tires.
And don't forget that winter hydraulic fluid you got to change.
Yep.
Now, this a couple guys that I've talked to recently, they were running an oil that was a little bit heavier than normal. It's almost, I forget what it was, but let's say it's a 20W something. Okay, and they're talking about because of the heat down here and the humidity that some of these guys are running this particular style oil. Now I went with AMSOIL when I went ahead. I was running I think Mobil 1 synthetic for a little bit just while I was going through the motions, but I went to AMSOIL and that's what I'm running right now. But these guys are running this heavier oil that they're saying seems to help them out better in the summertime. And
All I run is
almost,
AMSOIL on my bike, and both my bikes, and I couldn't be happier.
yeah,
Do
but
they run cooler? I don't know.
well, I mean, you're not in the same kind of heat we are.
No,
I
but
mean,
you're not running the same engine temperatures I am.
that's true too.
Look,
That's
I run AMSOIL in mine, and we are pretty close in the same temperature zone. You're a little warmer than I am.
right.
But,
And I've
never had an issue, and I don't notice it being any hotter or cooler. Either way.
Well, I know these guys are. I'm not going to say which organization they're with, but
Please don't.
these. No, I'm not. And they're they run hard, they ride hard, but they're in the South, and they their engines are built up too. Now, as to how they're built and what they're built up to, I can't be that specific. But when they're telling me that they're running this style oil, this setup for their oil because of what they do and how they do it. Now, my question to them was, okay, well, I don't ride like you do because of my age, distance, scheduling, whatever, medical, so what do I need to think about? Because I'm not worried about, what's going to happen here. I can make it to Panama City in 6 hours. I can make it up to, the only reason I don't hit Tennessee that often is because I hate going around Atlanta. I'd have to go almost another 12 hours out of my way to get around Atlanta. And I just hate
Travis,
Atlanta.
I'm going to answer Travis with what I do. I do not run the same oil in all three holes. I'll run AMSOIL engine oil in the crankcase. I'll run Redline in my transmission, and I'll run AMSOIL primary oil in my primary.
Yeah, I run the AMSOIL transmission in the transmission, Amsoil primary to primary, and Amsoil motor 2050 in the motor. It's easy for me because I'm an Amsoil dealer, so I pay the dealer price for it, so it's not that much of a sting when I do my oil change, but it's a big sting when I need to restock. Every time I restock, it's a minimum of $1,000 in motor oil.
And that's what you have to purchase from them in order to remain a dealer or whatever for
Salty,
Amsoil.
yes, Amsoil does have zinc oils. You have to look for them on their website. I have seen them. As far as hardwire goes, I don't know where Gatlinburg is. Where is
Gatlinburg is like an hour from my house.
Oh, okay. How far is
Yes.
it from?
That's like a 45-minute ride outside of Knoxville.
Okay.
Gatlinburg is a big tourist area up in the Smoky Mountains. It's a resort town.
Okay. I trade a mechanical engineer. We've done studies. Amsoil protection is chemically superior. There you go. There's a mechanical engineer putting it out there.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
So I know I'm running Amsoil on all three sides, all three holes. So
I'm fond of the red line too. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, the red line.
I'm not familiar with that, so I'll have to look into that one.
I run that in my transmission, and I can tell the difference how it shifts.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'll look into that because my mechanic's like Doc. He's a Amsoil distributor. He's got the same thing going on in his shop.
No, I don't have to buy a minimum to maintain my dealer status. There's an annual fee. It's really not that much. So if you wanted to become an Amsoil dealer, I can help you out and getting signed up. I don't remember what it is. It gets charged to my checking account once a year. I just have to sign the dealer agreement, and that's that. And then you end up paying dealer price. It doesn't matter how much you buy. Your commission will be based on what you buy. So, I think the commission on my last $1,000 order was like $47. So over the course of the year, I do about 6 orders a year. I go through about 20 cases of motor oil every year. Right now, I go through about 6 cases of transmission and 6 cases of primary a year. So there's 32 cases of oil a year. But I know what the money I make in commissions more than pays for the annual fee. It's like $50 to $70 or something like that. It's not that bad. But if you want to get signed up, let me know and I can help you through it.
Now, if somebody did something like that, and let's say they didn't have a shop, but they still wanted to be a distributor. Let's say in an area that really doesn't have a distributor.
Right. You could be a dealer.
Right. Okay. Now, is there a minimum amount that you would have to purchase upon first getting involved? Because sometimes, they'll lay something out like that for you. And then after that, then you get down to your normal.
Nope. A dealer is a dealer. You can buy, by the quart or by the case. I know once Dr. Harley's garage is set up, I'll be buying 2050 by the 250-gallon tote. Because one, it's less expensive that way. And
2 in your case, yeah, you have a shop.
Yeah, and I will have cases of oil there, so I could sell it over the counter and things like that. But for the shop itself, is going to use the 250-gallon tote. But as far as transmission primary, that'll all be, individual quarts. Since several people always say you can run, you could run 2050 in all 3 holes, and that's actually per the service manual of Harley Davidson. But within certain temperature limits. If you're over 80 degrees, they do not recommend the 2050 in your motor, in your primary or your transmission. So you got to watch that. And a lot of people don't look at that chart.
I would think that if you were over that, that's when you would need it, because for the breakdown of the oil with the heat. But maybe, I mean, I'm sure. Obviously, I'm wrong if that's what it's saying.
Yeah. Well, Travis, I'm running about on the high end 220 in the summer on my engine oil temp. That's before any the cooling fan and all that. That's before, because I just put it at the end of last year. I've run, the hottest I've seen was 220 degrees in my oil. The coolest I've seen it on a hot day, running down the highway, is about 190, 206.
Yeah, he's running a twin cam 96, I think's what he's referring
That's
to.
that was even on my Evo. And that was a built Evo.
That seems hot. 230 just seems hot to me.
It's hot. It's not dangerously hot, but you're coming close to that mark.
And I don't know that changing this brands of oil will help that much. It may
actually. AMSOIL claims it runs cooler.
Doc, are you running the larger oil pan under your bike?
Nope.
On Spaceballs?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, Spaceballs, believe it or not, from the factory, the Softails take 5 quarts of oil.
Right, but if you add that larger pan, then it would take an extra quart, right? And
he's running an extra quart.
Well,
the M8 Touring, believe it or not, are 4.5 quarts. The M8 Softails are 5 quarts.
Okay, so they're eliminating that whole unit from the get-go. Because on the older bikes, you could get the you could have the stock oil pan, or you could go out and buy the next one that was larger. It gave you better. I think you added an extra quart, but it gave you your oil ran a little bit cooler. And now these oil coolers on these newer bikes, how do they compare to the ones that we used to buy for the shovel heads that almost look like a radiator that we used to put?
They look like a radiator. They flow just as well. They cool. On my touring bike, I added an oil cooling fan. So the fan comes on. I forget what the temperature mark is, but it does come on and cool the oil down, which is nice.
Huh. Okay.
Okay. Now, to answer Hardwire's question, he changes his oil every season. You're not wasting your money because when you park the bike or put it away for the winter, with the change of temperatures, you're building condensation up. And the best time to change it is at the beginning of the season. But I also change mine every 5,000 miles by the odometer. So let's say if I put the bike away with 11,000 miles on it and I take it out of storage in the springtime, I only got 1,000 miles on an oil, and I'm changing it anyways. And I'm going to change it again at the 15,000 mile mark just to stay on that every 5,000 mile interval. 1, for simplicity, for memory, and 2, it's cheap insurance knowing I have good lubrication to help keep my motor together, Okay. Good night, honey.
Good night, guys. I'm sorry, my stomach is not.
Not Mel.
10 years normally.
Bring this
Good
chair,
night.
bring the chair
All right.
down.
What I save on oil pays for my annual fee. There you go. It's actually hard when, yeah. Let's see. Tiger says, I run the same as you, but transmission in severe gear 75-140, which is preferred, which I use the preferred customer discount. There you go. Yeah, check the thermostat on the dipstick. Not even close to 230. Yeah. 230 is hot. Yeah, it is hot. But it's not at the, it's creeping up on the dangerously hot mark for the oil. I'm going to keep an eye on still runs hot. Might look into an oil cooler. Definitely look into an oil cooler if you don't have one. On the M8 touring ones, they have the plug on the front of the motor on the bottom where you can plug in the oil cooler fan. You just have to flash the ECU to turn it on or off. Oh, that's not good, Evil Rick.
Yeah, I bet that was a fun ride.
Yeah. Yeah. Oil is no joke on the tires. So Mel and I are going to be working on the detailed video this weekend, and going to get it all together and have it posted in time for 7:15 on Sunday. So it's going to be not a long video, but it's going to be a good informational video. And I did receive all the product from 1903.
I was going to ask if you got it.
Yep, I got the spray wax, I got the Canuver wax, and I got their not their Teflon ceramic coating wax. So I'm going to try all that. We're going to try it all out. We'll see how it works.
Hardwire just put a comment on there. I don't know what I don't get using a reusable oil filter. To me, I mean, shit, $20, hell, replace it.
Yeah. I mean, what I charge for a free oil change with AMSOIL, the filters, all the O-rings, I charge $2.25. You buy everything, you're roughly right around $150. So you're paying me an hour for $75 and to get rid of your oil. So it's really not that expensive.
Hey, John actually made a good comment.
Yeah, let's see. It's like
Reusable condom. I don't think you ever get the stuff out of it.
I tell you, a lot of people who have them love them, but I have not seen the testing of how much stays in there, how much they actually trap, the micron level of protection. That's what I got to find out.
Yeah, I just don't think I'd go the route of a reusable oil filter.
Yeah, they say they flow better, but does that mean that the micron protection is not as good? Is it a 10 micron or is it 100 micron? I'd rather have 100 micron protection over a 10 micron protection. That's what I think. Well, gentlemen, we're just past the 2-hour mark. So with that being said, I'm going to give Gremlin here the final say, his final words. Mr. Gremlin, go right ahead.
Hope everybody has a multi-dimensional evening and be safe. That's it.
Could have said it better myself.
I'm practicing.
There you go.
Excellent.
Mr. Dan, get your final thoughts and words of the night.
Respect your elders and quit abusing them.
That's for sure. So to echo Gremlin and DDK, have a multi-dimensional evening. Respect your elders and quit doing elder abuse. It is a crime.
Night, guys.
Good night, guys. Thanks for coming on. I'd like to thank everybody who came on my panel tonight, which will be
Good night,
PA, Biker, DDK, and Gremlin. Thank you to everybody in the side chat who participated into the chat and to the giveaway tonight for the air pump. That'll get out as soon as I get his address. I'll see if I got that address yet. Let's see. Nope.
He said he does not have Instagram. He'd have to email you.
Oh, okay. Yep. So if you need to email me, my email is robertchop@gmail.com. I'll put it right here. I want to make sure I get this out to you as quickly as possible. And congratulations, Marvin. You you sent an email. Oh, okay. Let me see. There you go. I got it. Okay, so I got it. We'll get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. And you will have it as soon as it gets out there. With all that being said, everybody, I want you to live the best life you can. Ride often and ride hard.